welcome the elementary and preschool parents to Knollwood Baptist. If you're just kind of looking and checking out, a lot of times searching for churches can be a tough task in that you're looking to plant roots. You're really looking at a place that's going to inspire you as a family, but then also care for your kids in these very deep and meaningful ways. I'm a parent, and happily so. I'm also married to a lovely woman named Katie Davis. We have 2 kids. Our oldest is Owen Matthew, and our youngest is Wiley Jacob, 4 and 2. And they're a joy. They're a lot of work. I won't lie. It's certainly changed how we live and our decisions and what we do, and what we don't do, and everything like that. Having my own kids has given me a perspective on children's ministry that says, not only do I want to teach these kids, but I want to empower the parents. Empower the parents to really be the spiritual leaders of their home and equip the kids, because the family is really that centerpiece. The family is together, through thick and thin in crisis moments and joyful moments, and can speak to one another and can use Scripture to enliven their lives on this very sort of daily deep level that the church cannot. And so the more that we empower parents and really inspire them to teach their kids, inspire them to be the ones who train and inspire their kids, then I think we're doing our job. And that's what really excites me about children's ministry, is the ability to really kind of touch parents and inspire them. How do families have devotions? How can we, as Christians, really incite our kids to love Scripture? I've invited Sue Garrett to come and teach us. She wrote a devotion that really, the thesis or the thrust of it is to incite kids to love the Scripture. For them to look at Scripture in their own lives, not just as a text of information, but as a living, breathing text that speaks into their lives and calls them out to follow Christ. How do we really, really give our kids a passion for Scripture? Because I think in the end that's what's going to carry them. I think when they go to college, as they're in youth, the more that they come back to the text and say, God, who am I? And those are some of those deep identity questions that come up in adolescence. And the more I think they're turning to the text and saying, God, who do you say that I am? The better that we're doing. It's for the families to worship together, to play together, to talk with one another, to eat together. And I think when children see parents eating together, worshiping together, praying together, I think something moves, I think the Spirit moves in that. I think kids see that their parents, they have more parents than they think they do, and I think parents see that they have more support than they think they do, and that there's this greater network of not just support, but also of spiritual nurture that happens in those moments.